Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about all the things I am prepping for summer break. We are about 3 weeks away from my kids being out of school, and I've got a couple of ideas that I think you can benefit from, things to stay organized, and some fun ideas. So if that sounds interesting, then please keep watching. Hi there, so my name is Lena. I share planning and organizational content as a relatable mom who's only one planner away from having it all. So today we're talking about summer, namely summer preparation for parents when you have kids. I guess if you don't have kids, it's fine, for what you want to do for this summer. So my first thing is to make a summer bucket list. As you can see here, I have a blank one that I got from Canva. If you Google like free printable summer bucket list, there's all these really cute ones on Pinterest. You can just make one. You can just rip a sheet of notebook paper out. You could draw it on a chalkboard. You can put it wherever. But basically, you and your family come up with a list of things that you want to do during the summer as a bucket list. And then as you go about the summer, you would check them off. So I always like to do this to have a framework of what would we like to do this summer and what does that look like? And then the next step is, how do you implement that into the actual schedule for the summer? What days are you doing those activities? Which places are you actually going? And then if you want to break it down even more, how much does that cost when you're building out like your summer budget and that sort of thing? So number one, you start with a bucket list. That gives you the framework of the fun stuff that you want to do this summer. And then you move on to number two, which is the master schedule. So I am flipping around a little bit here as far as what I'm showing you that I'm using myself personally, but starting with the bucket list, now you got what you want to do. And then the second part is, how are you doing it? So you need to make a master schedule. So here I had made a summer daily schedule. So I have two versions. I have one that's like the general that my kids are following, that my kids can read and look at. And then I also have one that's my schedule to say, like, when I wake up, what am I doing? And then the time frame, right? Like start breakfast at this time. This is when my nephew comes, that kind of thing. So for here that you can see, I've got the schedule, what time we're waking up, the activities we're doing during the day, what the routine should be for them, what time we're kind of like having lunch. You know, it's kind of like a rough outline. We don't have to stay with it the whole time, but at least it gives me something to say, like, all right, listen, I'm going into the day to say, this is what I know what we need to do to get done. And also, this is how my kids are not going to be bored and not be on screens the whole day, just as a starting point. Okay, so I made these printables in Canva, like I said. I wanted them all to match. I wanted it to be cute summery colors. I just put them in this portfolio thing that I got from the Dollar Tree. I would suggest keeping all of these plans in one spot. And that brings me to number three, which is to have a dedicated summer planner. So this is the planner. I'm showing you that I have cut this coil. Don't kill me. Don't come for me. I uncoiled like 3 planners and then recoiled them together. I did okay. It's not perfect. It's fine. I know it's the rose gold. Don't shoot me. But this cover is from last year, the banana leaves cover. And I also made a summer planner last year that I'll link the video up in the corner and in the description box. But it basically just has everything I need for the summer. So I've got a piece of vellum that's from the Harmony Neutrals Color Blends collection last year. And I printed out these same Canva printables in a size that I could cut out and paste into this planner. It's a 7x9 planner. I've got my bucket list, the regular summer schedule, mom's schedule, my podcast and book list, and then here it breaks it down a little bit even more to say this is the weekly plan. So when I'm making my plans, I can reference all of these things, namely this weekly plan, to say, okay, I know I'm doing this and this. So it's got one June calendar. This is going to be how I usually plan as far as matching my Google Calendar, a notes page. I don't know yet about the dashboard. It might just be specifically what I need to do. And then I have 1 month of the June weeklies in the hourly vertical layout. 100% I'm not sure how much I'm going to use this because I haven't really been using the weekly plan. I need to read my meter. That's why that's in there, because I always forget. So I just put it on the right week. So again, this will just reflect what the month looks like. There's a notes page. Then I start with my daily pages. So I have a daily duo from Erin Condren in the 7x9 size. This is the last month of my daily duo. These are all the daily pages. They all look the same. They're pretty basic. I added some notes pages at the end. Then it goes into July. So I've got a calendar here, same thing for mapping out our life. A second calendar to map out the specific activities that we're going to do based on the summer bucket list. So I didn't do that for June because they're still in school in June, but my thought was in July I could actually almost like a teacher lesson plan to say, all right, what are we doing on Monday? What are we doing on Sunday? What are we doing on Tuesday? That kind of thing. So this is the last week for June going into July. Again, the weeklies, not sure how much I'm going to use it, but I've got it there. Then we go into August. I don't have any daily pages for July because I'll be starting my new A5 size Inspire design starting July 2023 to go to July 2024 daily duo. So this is in the Inspire design. I decided to go a little bit smaller this year because I realized I usually just use it for functionality. I don't need it to be large. So coming back to August, one calendar for the main things, second calendar for the activities. Again, notes page, dashboard, the rest of the weeklies for the hourly. I also have a bunch of notes pages at the end, and then this snap-in dashboard divider pocket thing, which is going to be awesome. So I will stick in the notes and random handouts for stuff that I need to keep track of if I don't transfer them in actual writing into the planner itself. So number 3, you need the planner that's dedicated to the summer items, or you need to have, like, if you're doing this yourself or making it yourself, you need to have the summer pages or your summer schedule somewhere. So whether that is a portfolio or if it is something that you just print out and put on your wall. I did print mine out like a dork and put it up on the wall. I'll put a picture up. So that brings me to number 4, which is templates. And I cannot stress this enough, but templates in your life. Templates of how you cook, right? What you make for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is my current meal template. So I know that right now on Mondays for breakfast is muffins. Lunch is sandwiches. Dinner is chicken and a side. So when I go to plan out my meals for the week, I already have an idea of like what I should be thinking about. I don't need to start from scratch every single month, every single week. I do plan monthly using this template as a starting point. Again, nothing is set in stone. You can adjust as you need to, and then I break it down weekly. I also have a template for cleaning and for a weekly focus based on the Fly Lady cleaning system. You can research that more in the description box. I'll leave the link. I had a weekly focus, not just for cleaning, but like the weekly schedule of what days are we doing art, what days are we doing science, what days are we going to the bowling alley. So really just using the weekly template as a way to plug in the things that I need to keep track of for the master schedule. I also wrote everything out on these calendars. I think I got them from Target. So I was going to just rip them off for July and August and paste them up on the wall so that my kids could see them. Now this brings me to the last thing that I'm doing this summer and that I would encourage you to do is to schedule fun. And then I guess, what does that mean? You've got a bucket list, you've got, things, maybe you've got a vacation plan. So if you have not done these 2 next things, I highly recommend it. So the first thing is on the last day of school. So my kids go until about mid-June. When they get home, on the table waiting for them are these summer baskets, I would say. So I didn't make separate baskets for them, but I kind of just put everything out on the table. But it's got all sorts of fun stuff for the summer. Bubbles, chalk, bubble guns, gummies. They're obsessed with these slushies from the Dollar Tree. just that kind of thing. So like when they get home from school, they're like, oh my God, yay, it's summer. Like it just makes it more special to celebrate. Like this is the last day of summer. Ooh, last day of school. It's summertime now. Let's do all the fun stuff. And then the second thing is to celebrate Christmas in July. And I actually have a video about this that I will link, but my family has been celebrating Christmas in July for the past couple years. And I think I saw it from another YouTuber. And it, again, check out the video just to get some tips, but basically you're just celebrating Christmas in the middle of July. And especially where I live, at Christmas time, it's freezing, it's snowing. So in the summer, we go swimming, we have a Christmas swim. Maybe do something more tropical as far as palm trees. We go swimming, we do outside stuff, we barbecue. So it kind of gives you like what would the Christmas be like in a different part of the world or just a different climate, which is kind of fun. And who doesn't love Christmas? So I hope that this helped you at least to get a couple of ideas or things that you can organize better for summer, things you can think about, even just implementing in daily life, like the meal planning template, the weekly focus. If you don't have a planner, get a planner, that kind of thing. And as always, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I value the time. If you found value in what I have shown you today, please consider subscribing. You can hit the notification bell so that you will know when new videos come out that I make. If you comment, if you like, that always helps out my channel, and I just appreciate it so much. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.